mid-season patch went through, and while we wait for it to settle, there have already been some less than quiet complaints. Everyone has damage and penetration. Tanks are so useless now. Oh, how I long for the days where I could stand 20 kilometers out of place. The days of my youth when I could eat entire ultimates all to myself. Now any ordinary ability taken the wrong way gives me stomach pains. I can no longer provide crowd control and come out unscathed. And for this reason, I am resigning. Yours truly, sincerely, New Jungle Mane. You know what I'm hearing? Moo, moo, moo. You were big, beefy, and in the way. You weren't playing support, you were playing cow. And I don't think anything exemplifies that like the SPL games this weekend. Cthulhu was top pick, top ban every game. However, he lost every support game, and it wasn't pretty.
In the SPL because there's just so much to go over, and right now it's Snoopy being chased down by Radiance. Full 5 stack from Radiance have made their way over to the purple buff and 15 seconds to go.
He won every solo game, except for one, but that wasn't really a pick or composition issue. Thank you, Twig, for the honesty. I will name a firstborn after you. Maybe not a child. How's a puppy sound? And the major difference was the support Cthulhu's building as supports, playing as supports, could not support. I'm not pointing fingers at the players, I'm talking about the character in that role. These items, these levels behind in this style don't suit the character well. They all end up doing this odd hover thing while their DPS is getting murdered, going like, I know I should help, but I can't. Even when they were in the solo lane, when it come time for peel, they just sort of put the hands up going, I don't have ult, I don't know what you want from me. But when it came time for the ultimate, that's when it was very obvious the difference between a support and a solo Cthulhu. The difference being that a solo Cthulhu can kill the backline without question, and a support Cthulhu is just a big old cow. As the dust starts to settle, I think we're going to figure out who actually has that support mentality in the Pro League and even down to the regular game itself. Before, you were just big and beefy. Now, you actually have to manage your resources, extend your life bar by trading out damage, etc., etc. And it's not a new style of play. It's been this way for about 3 years now. I think supports were held back from learning the role because of how beefy they were. You can make mistakes and not get punished for it, therefore you didn't have to grow. There's way more variety in support now, and I don't think the role's gotten any harder. I think it's just it needs more skill. Personally, I am loving it. We saw some warrior supports, some assassin supports. There's still the traditional guardian supports. I'm sure at some point we're gonna get mages and hunters, and not in a meme way. It's actually viable now. So before we start crying about how bad the support role might feel, were you actually playing support, or were you just in the way? Now get out there and become the cow you were meant to be.